What's good, people? I'm going to do another video regarding vocals. And after I did the last video and I was talking to Lifted about it, there's so many little things I could do videos on. So I figure I'll just do them and try to keep them a little bit short and sweet and informative. This one is kind of a piggyback on the last one, punching in vocals. I call it punching in. Maybe I'm misusing the term. I don't know. But on the X, I'm going to have to rotate the camera around. But when I'm recording vocals, I'm up here by myself. So I don't have anyone to say, all right, go. I have to literally hit record, play, get up to the microphone, get ready. If I don't have my verses memorized, sometimes I have them written down, so I have to get all that ready and then spit. Well, that's not exactly easy to do, to all of a sudden boom and then go to the mic. So there's a way you can punch in audio where, well, again, I'll have to show you. So here's what I'll do. I'll just flip the camera around and then show you firsthand how to do this. All right, so I'm using the last song that I did was Fearless. I still have it pulled up. So that's what I'll be using as my basis. But as you can see, I'll just start all over. So here's the screen most of you are probably familiar with. And then last video I showed you about the locate function here on the X. And I don't know if there's one on the Live 2, because I don't use my Live 2 to record vocals. I just use the X. So you hit the locate function, the button, and then it brings you to this screen. And this is where you can punch in audio. As you can see, audio record, punch in, punch out. And I also showed in my last video, I write these down. When I format my songs, I usually do 16-bar verses, 8-bar hooks. So obviously you can see like punch in with 4-bar intro, punch in with 8-bar intro. So depending on how long my intro is, it varies on each song I write and produce. So if it's an 8-bar, I'm going to punch in my verse at 8-4, meaning the 8th bar, the 4th beat. And that gives me time where the verse actually starts on 9-1. And I do the same with after 16, then it obviously goes to the hook, and then the verse, then the hook, then the verse, then the hook. And I have it formatted for the 4 bars intro. And feel free to copy that if you want, because it's universal if that's how you format your songs. That's just a general format for me. It works for me. It's I shouldn't even say general. It's like kind of universal. So anyway, let's say I'm doing in this instant, this song was a 4-bar intro. So then I use the 4-bar intro format. So I would come in here and I would punch in. Well, actually I have to do the punch out first. So I would punch out again. I'm going to go back up here. So my hook starts at 24. Okay, so my first verse, I would punch out at 21. So I'd go here, 21, and 0. There, that's easier when you can get them all in. All right, that's where I would punch out at. I'd punch in at 4. Verse 1 is 4-4. Okay. So there you go. 4-4, and it would punch out at 21-1 right before the hook came in. So then I'm going to switch my camera around here in a second. So you see that I punched in 4-4, punched out at 21-4. Okay, So I've already recorded verses for this song, obviously. But if I was still recording, that's when I would come in here and I would hit record play. And you see how this is blinking. This is where I would stand up, get ready on the mic. I'm hitting stop so it doesn't activate the microphone. But you saw where it was blinking, correct? I'll do it again just so you can see. I'm starting from the start, play start, record play, and it blinks. It's showing the run right there where I'm at, but I'm going to hit stop because the second it would hit 4-4, then I would be recording live. The thing would stop flashing. It would just be a red light like I was recording. So that's what I do. I hit record play. I have the first intro to stand up, get to the microphone, and start working on my raps, or start recording my raps, I should say. So I hope that made sense. Because again, when you're by yourself and you're recording vocals, you have to do it all yourself. You don't have every single, engineer to do it for you. So that's why that punch in is such a great tool for me, because it gives me that time. And then I use my format, so then when it's time for me to, sorry baby, I gotta use that chord. When it's time for me to do the hooks, then I would be done recording my first verse, and then I would go back to the locate screen, and I would, instead of 4-4, I would punch in 24. If you refer back to the sheet that I had, the hook starts at 20 beats, or 20 bars, fourth beat. So 24, and then I would punch out at 29 because the second verse starts at 28-4, if that makes sense. Again, if you have questions, feel free to shoot them at me. I'll be happy to clear it up for you, but I want to just get a quick video out for you so you could see that process of punching in your vocals, hitting record, having time to go to the microphone, and then having it activate the record function for you so you don't have to keep reaching over and all that kind of thing. It's a beautiful thing, especially if you're by yourself. Trust me. Make it a great day. I'm out.